Hello, all my sleepy bears, or in this case, it's sandy bears. My name's Chronically Blue, and welcome to another Let's Play of SpongeBob SquarePants Movie the Game 100%. This is one of my games that I played a lot during childhood, and I always wondered why I was never able to finish it. And with that being said, just by playing this for a little bit, I was very easily able to realize why I wasn't able to finish this game, let alone 100% it. It's ridiculously difficult. I wish I could joke and say that I was kidding, but I'm not. I'm being serious. So for this first episode and the next episode, it's not going to be difficult, so I won't focus too much on that. So with this game, what we have Goofy Goober tokens as well as treasure chests. With a treasure chest, every time we get one, they unlock something that we can mess around with, such as an art pack, sound pack, or costumes, or stuff with enemies. So we'll get into that after this first cutscene here.
Welcome to our little tale of woe, triumph against impossible odds, terror, and managerly responsibility. Our story begins in the calm waters above the town of Bikini Bottom. As we descend beneath the waves, we find another day. Wait a minute! Hold your seahorses!
I can't believe this is happening here! It's horrible! Whew. Thank Neptune, my manager's here!
Talk to me, Krabs.
It started out as a simple order. A Krabby Patty with cheese.
So what went wrong?
When the customer took a bite, no cheese! Oh, this has never happened before!
Get a hold of yourself, Eugene. I'm going in.
So, one thing that you might have noticed there is that they actually put SpongeBob's eyelashes on, like, his eyeballs, or eyelids specifically. So, we're going to see that Patrick has eyebrows, and they're completely normal. I don't know why they did stuff weird for SpongeBob, but this is one of those collect-a-thon platformer games where we just run around, we can hit the... I'm trying to remember what button it was. The X button. We can hit the X button to use our karate chop. We are picking up weights, and as you see that bar in the top right, if we reach 250, then we get a macho point, which we can use to increase either our health or any power-ups. And so, I actually like that, because if you are replaying this game multiple times, or let's just say you're having difficulty with a level, it's still not for nothing. It's almost like experience points. That is the Patrick spin. So what's going to happen is every single time that we are going to be introduced to a new enemy, we're going to have a little cutscene that shows us how to not deal with it and then how to deal with it. Here we have the box. It is a teleport box, so just take my word for it. Once we open two of the boxes, then if we enter one side, it'll take us to where the other one is. However, if you only enter when there's only one flap open, nothing's going to happen.
Manager coming through.
But yes, so this is one of the first blatantly obvious treasure chests. And every time we get it, it will show off an extra.
Go to the extra section on the options menu.
Yes, we can go to the extra section on the options menu to show off what extra we just unlocked. There is a total of 42 treasure chests. Now, one of the things that we unlock a lot of is movies, specifically movie trailers or cutscenes from inside the game. Nothing that awesome and stuff that I'm not really going to show off just because most of it you're able to... Well, first off, we're watching the game as we're playing through it, so I feel like I don't need to show off the story stuff in the game. The other part is specifically movie trailers. I also feel like I don't need to show that up. You can just look that up on YouTube. You know, the place where you're watching this. But yeah, I'm only going to show off the cosmetic packs, the game settings we get to mess with, the sound packs, the costumes, because there are some costumes that we can unlock, and that's pretty cool. So we will definitely be showing those off as we go along here. Here we are introduced to a new technique called the wall jump, for lack of a better term. It's only usable for SpongeBob, which I guess they had to limit some stuff to character specific. But yeah, SpongeBob is able to actually wall jump back and forth between two pieces of wall. However, they are specially marked walls, meaning that we can't just do it all willy-nilly. It has to be specific areas. And you'll see that big rock boulder up there that if you're very young, like I'd say maybe like 6, you probably get stuck and be like, well, I can't go anywhere. This game does a lot of, you're so close. Not there, but you're so close. Like all the teachers are like, you're very close. It's not what I'm looking for, but you're very, very close. You're so close. And like that's not helpful. That is not helpful whatsoever. So if you go around and just start whacking the walls and such, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. However, there is a lot of treasure chests that are very, very, very well hidden. What we're going to show off now is one of the upgrade points, and we're actually going to upgrade Patrick's Star Spin move, so that way when he uses it, it can actually deflect enemy projectiles. He also looks very happy.
Reflectomatic!
Yes, thank you. Now we're going to jump on this trampoline. That's the best thing I can call it. And we're going to get our first Goofy Goober token. Not only a Goofy Goober token, we're also going to get another cutscene.
Who are you?
I'm the manager of this establishment. Everything is gonna be just fine.
I'm really scared, man.
You got a name?
Phil?
Come on, Phil, stay with me. I've only got one shot at this. Gotta have the right tools for the job. Bingo. Now I want you to do me a favor, Phil.
What?
Say cheese.
The beginning. A little yellow friend awakes from his slumber and prepares for the biggest day of his life. Yet, despite his dreams, he is not honored with the manager position of the new Krusty Krab 2. So he sulks off to drown his depression in ice cream at the local Goofy Goobers. Across the street, jealous of Mr. Krab's success, the diabolical Plankton hatches Plan Z. He steals King Neptune's crown and frames Mr. Krabs for selling it to the far-off and dangerous land of Shell City. Let us now join our heroes in the midst of their self-pity.
Yes, so now we are going to Depression, one of my favorite, most well-known places. And...
Hey, buddy. Come on. Wake up.
Huh? Where am I?
It's 8 in the morning. Closed. Go collect your friend and get out of here.
Hey, buddy! Come on up here and join the party!
SpongeBob!
yes, so... Here we are at the Goofy Goober, and... I really love this place. I really do. It's so bright and colorful, and it has like that 1950s diner feel, but it doesn't take itself seriously in this specific level, so it's awesome. I really like it. As well as you might have noticed that piano that we walked past. If you hit it, it will play a song. I just didn't remember to hit it while I was recording. But I don't know, maybe I'll show it off next time. But yes, so we are now playing as Patrick. He can only jump and use his spin attack, or Patrick spin. That's the best I can call it. What we're going to do is we're going to actually fall down here to get a look at some of the secret weights and the specific styles that we are going to be introduced to them in. There's going to be a lot of times when the weights are in a way that requires us to not just blatantly destroy all the boxes first. We have to go up them in order to get the better weights. The biggest weight I've seen is 50 pounds. There could be more. I could have just not played far enough into the game yet, but I believe 50 is the biggest one. But yeah, so the weights specifically, they do not respond. if you come back to this level in the future,
SpongeBob!
What's up, Patrick? You have got to try this new dot broom game.
Don't!
Where? Whoa!
if you come back to this level in this future, then the weights are not going to be there if you've already collected them. What is going to be there is the boxes. So the weights are kind of a good way to guide you almost and let you know where you have and haven't been. So if you see weights in a far off area, I would suggest going towards it just to see what will happen. So here are the boxes I was talking about where it has plankton with the Z on it. Might be a little hard to see, but you just gotta take my word for it. It is a Z. It is a Z.
Hey, it's you two again. I missed you guys.
Yeah, so as you see, there was a little cutscene there where with the enemy cannons, or enemy spawners specifically, we will be able to go ahead and... Oh, wow, words, they escaped me. We'll be able to whack it and it'll explode with a bit of a blue puff. And as you saw there, we did just unlock Up Chocolate's Creek. If you're an adult, I'm sure you can understand what that is referring to. You just gotta replace one of those words and, yeah. So, we will not be able to do that yet. We will be able to do that later. Specifically when Patrick either gets the ability to throw objects, or when SpongeBob is able to use his Sonic Wave. But we did unlock another extra, which is very helpful. And the extra is actually SpongeBob in the Mermaid Man costume. We can't really use that yet, because this is currently a Patrick level, but if we turn it on and then the next level is a SpongeBob level, it will load properly, and it will be SpongeBob dressed as Mermaid Man. However, we have this unique ability of Patrick where he can elongate his tongue to stick onto ice blocks, which is something. It's very unique, definitely honing in on that Christmas story, but, you know, if it works, it works. But the one thing I just cannot stop talking about is how beautiful this entire area is. It is so hard to get lost in.
Patrick, if you bring me more Goofy Goober tokens, I can grant you the cartwheel move.
Oh boy, I love whatever that move is.
You will. Just bring me more Goofy Goober tokens.
Right, yes, so we need to go and get 2 more Goofy Goober tokens. What we have here is actually a combat arena. That little square pad. You will see those throughout the levels. There's not going to be a lot of them, but there's going to be a few of them. There's 3 different kinds of challenges. There's the combat arena, the SpongeBob Bowl, and the platform challenge. That's the best way I can describe it again. Here we have an ounce of bounce where it is really difficult. You have to jump on the trampoline. That's it. You don't have to move it, you just jump and everything else is automatic. Now there is going to be special trampolines that are yellow and blue striped where they are not automatic. You actually control where you go. So sometimes if it's orange, safe to say you don't have to worry about it. You just jump on it and it'll take care of you. If it is the blue and white striped, you gotta move yourself there. But it is nice to see that, and as good as it is to have quite a few of the enemies explained, it might have been a little bit better to have some of the other stuff explained. Or maybe none of it explained, I don't know. I just think that there's definitely some parts that could have been improved, and some parts that were a little too emphasized. But yes, we are going to the combat arena, one of the 3 challenges, and for this one, it is SpongeBob. Now, you don't get to choose which character you play as going into here, so that's fun. I want to say it's always SpongeBob, but I'm not too sure about that. And even if we activate the Mermaid Man costume here, because this is a challenge or a quote-unquote minigame, it will not activate. It is specifically for the overworld levels that we play through in order to get the Goofy Goober tokens or to explore the world. It's not for the mini levels. Yeah, so it starts off as 3 different waves. It is 30, then 45, then 50, or 30, 40, 50, and then 30, 45, 60. It varies, it really does. But along the way, we will get more power-ups in order to help us take care of the bad guys or bad girls or baddies in general a little bit faster, such as SpongeBob will soon get the ability to do the Super Bowl, as well as Patrick will get the ability to do the cartwheel, which we are going to actually get that once we complete this one. Yes, I just wanted to go on a little bit about a bit of my history with this while we are going through a bit of a lull here. I played this game quite a lot. I had it for the GameCube, and every time I would go over to a friend's house, they would also have it for the Xbox. And just the amount of time that I put into this, I got very close to the end. Very, very, very close. But I was never able to beat it. The last level was just way too long and way too confusing, way too difficult. Just a lot. And it just seemed like quite a lot for someone. Like, I was 13 at that time, but it still seemed like a lot to me for someone younger or the same age as me to do. It just seemed like it wasn't the easiest thing. It's almost like Shadow the Hedgehog, if you've ever played or seen anything like that, where there's many different challenges, and in order to fully beat the game, you have to play through the game 14 times. And so, just stuff like that, it makes me go, huh, that's unique. I wouldn't have done it that way, but yeah, okay. Yes, that's something we can do. It's just unique. It really is. I want to say it's padding, but I don't know about that because I don't know. I just really think that this game should have been play tested a little bit more, not for overall, but for some specific areas, and I'll be more than happy to elaborate on them once we get into them, and we will actually get into those a little bit more in the next episode. And with that, sorry, I just got off work and my brain is already looping itself to me. I'm like, oh, well, I just said this thing, so now we gotta go into this thing. And this is your first time watching me, welcome. You will know when it's getting close to the end of the episode when I say, and with that being said, so, it's not the end of the episode yet, we still got a little bit of time, but that's just kind of something that happened there. I do want to say that I tried my best to make the background. I'm going to talk about the background here because I made it. And I tried so hard on this background. There is no clear background of the loading screen of this game without the little flotation device on there, Lifesaver. So I had to just take little bits and pieces of the photo and put them all together to make a background, and it looks really good. I spent a good, 10 or 20, maybe even 30 minutes on it, and it was just so frustrating. But I was very glad in order to get it all together.
Okay, Patrick. Since you've brought me enough Goofy Goober tokens, you may now use the cartwheel move.
Welcome to our new form of transportation.
Time to spin? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Yeah, so by holding the B button, we will dash forward quickly, smashing anything in our path.
Patrick. There's lots to do.
And when I say this is our new transportation, I mean it. This is a lot faster than walking, and as it doesn't really do great with enemies, it kind of works, but once we upgrade, it'll be a lot better. We are able to press buttons with it, just not yet. And here we have one of those crate formations I was talking about earlier. And we even get to see one of the infamous 50-pound weights, which would definitely help us. Thankfully, these enemies cannot break crates, but some of them will be able to in the future. But as of right now, it's not something that we have to worry about. They're only able to deplete our hamburger patty health meter, which we'll be able to also upgrade with the upgrade points. But I'm very glad. It is very nice. It is nice to have a little area where it's not hidden, but it's also not right in front of you. If you just turn around, it'll be right there, which is very helpful. But with the upgrade point, we are definitely going to upgrade the cartwheel move, and now it has a bit of a dome over it, where it'll damage anything that comes near it, and that will definitely come in handy. It is very effective. We are able to break quite a few different things, such as barrels, tables, chairs. There's a lot of stuff that is breakable, but it doesn't have to be, so if you really want to, you could not worry about it, but it's gonna be very, very rare that we will need to break everything in order to get stuff. And here we have the ice cream, or specifically the ice cream room, and I hope you like ice physics, because it's great.
How much of a man do
Patrick
I
moves
have?
very slowly, and it is hard to control, and it is awesome. I sure wish we don't have this in the future of the game. Yes, we are going to be seeing this in the future, and it's going to be so much fun. Actually, funny enough, most of the time the ice mechanics are going to be used as enemies. Specifically, enemies that we are going to meet in the future are going to have projectiles that they shoot at us that if it hits us will cause us to be all slippy slidey. And that doesn't sound annoying, but it makes you a lot easier to hit. What we're doing is we're just going to cartwheel through all these boxes in order to get another treasure chest. Let's go ahead and see what we got here.
Alright. Help! Save me!
So we have long bucket-head antennas. That is going to... it's not really going to hurt or make anything better. But with that being... I almost did it again. We did obtain all the treasure chests in this level. Now, we are actually going to come back to this level in the future because there are some challenges that we just can't do yet because we do not have the pick up those stuff or the the SpongeBob Sonic Boom Thunder Wave Shocker 3000. Did I mention it's hard to talk? Like, oh no, it'll be perfect time to talk. Why not? It'll be great. I do like the little cookie platforms. Unfortunately, those are the only times we're gonna see them. I just think it's really unique. I like it. I hope we see them more soon, but I know we're not going to. I say that and another one appears, because of course it does. But yes, we do get the Goofy Goober token, and you see the little restroom there? If you go into it and press the right trigger, you will switch characters from SpongeBob and Patrick. But that's because we have a challenge we can't do yet that we need SpongeBob to do later.
There you are, Patrick. I've been trying to find you all evening.
It's 8 in the morning, SpongeBob.
Oh my gosh, 8 o'clock. I am late for work. Mr. Krabs is gonna kill me. Oh, Mr. Krabs.
Back at the Krusty Krab, King Neptune confronts Mr. Krabs about his alleged thievery. He asks if there is anyone present who may vouch for Mr. Krabs' character, and our yellow
You got a name?
shows up to accuse Mr. Krabs of being a horrible person. King Neptune zaps Mr. Krabs, causing SpongeBob to sober up quickly. He selflessly volunteers to journey to Shell City and retrieve the king's crown. Freezing Mr. Krabs in place, King Neptune grants a 6-day reprieve so SpongeBob and Patrick may attempt to retrieve the crown. King Neptune's daughter Mindy provides SpongeBob and Patrick with a magic mirror through which she can communicate and assist our heroic duo. We continue as SpongeBob and Patrick arrive at the paddy wagon.
I don't know what happened there. I think the disc might have skipped or something. I don't know. But yes, we will be doing the sandwich driving, which is awesome.
SpongeBob, Patrick, it's time to start your journey. Drive the paddy wagon through Bikini Bottom to the edge of town. This road will take you through Bikini Bottom to the edge of town. Don't let the paddy wagon take too much damage, or you'll have to start again.
Our journey begins. Epic, heroic, daring, valiant, courageous!
SpongeBob, you're driving a sandwich.
Not just a sandwich, a Krabby Patty.
With cheese.
Yes, and with that being said, that is where we are going to end this episode. I hope you all enjoyed all my Sandy Bears. I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching, Sandy Bears.